guys, it's Devin with Pure Movement Fitness. And one thing that is vastly overlooked in fitness is mobility. Mobility is what keeps us out of injury. You look at Olympic athletes, and you hear the same story every single time. You got an Olympic rower, and if you talk to a bunch of rowers, you're gonna find that they have constant stress fractures in the ribs. And why is that? It's because they don't have the right range of motion. I'm dumbing this down a little bit, but in a nutshell, it's that they don't have the capacity to move in these certain positions. We've got to make sure that we can move in the right position. We've got to make sure if we're doing deep squats, we got to make sure that we have the range of motion in the joint. Because a lot of people go doing squats, they're getting up into some decent weight, starting to squat their own body weight, and everybody needs to go super deep in their squat, and all of a sudden, my back, I threw my back out when they're squatting and deadlifting. And then what do? Oh, it's probably because I have a weak core, or I need to strengthen my lower back. No, that's not the problem. The problem is you don't have the hip flexibility to get down and keep a braced position in a deep squat under a heavy load like that. So stop just doing our workouts and then just bouncing out of the gym immediately. Make sure you save a little bit of capacity, whether it's mental capacity or physical capacity, to stretch at the end of your workouts. And it's gonna vastly improve your ability to even lift heavier. It is gonna help you lift heavier, and it's gonna keep you out of injury. That's the most important part, it's gonna keep you out of injury. So that way, when your gains go up, they don't stop because you hurt yourself and you have to come back down, and you have to take a little break, and then you come back, and you're a little weaker because you've been out, you haven't been doing heavy squats for a while. So now we're gonna build back up, and then we get maybe a little bit higher, or maybe not even back to where we were before, and then we hurt ourselves again, and it's all the way down to the bottom again. And it's just an endless, perpetual cycle. It's killing your gains. You're not getting where you want to be, and it's because we're not paying enough attention to flexibility, mobility, and making sure that we can actually perform these lifts the way that they are meant to. Anyways, talk to your exercise experts. Figure out, do I have the range of motion? Do I have the capacity to do this deadlift? And let's keep you safe, let's keep you out of injury, and let's see those gains accelerate. Anyways, Devin with Pure Movement Fitness. See you guys later.